Chamber clear. Rifle clear. Happy 308 day, ladies and gentlemen. Happy 308 day. It's happening. It's time. It's time to make a malt liquor video. Punk rock superstar, airborne paratrooper, tugboat trash extraordinaire, provider of authentic malt liquor and Ballantine Ale massacre entertainment on YouTube. The Oaktown Hellbilly, aka Mr. Med 40 Ounce, back again with another one, my King Cobra premium malt liquor, straight off the dangerous streets of Los Angeles, California, in order for me to bring you this high quality, authentic malt liquor entertainment production tonight. Vinyl Talk and Malt Liquor Vidya edition. Vinyl Talk and Malt Liquor Vidya edition. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this. Oh, outstanding. Malt liquor label out. Let's fucking go. Shout out to Nick Gutted. This might be a long one, so fucking settle in because I got some talking to do. And you know how that goes. Malt liquor. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta tell you, that King Cobra premium malt liquor is absolutely refreshing and fucking delicious. Brewed and packaged by hardworking, patriotic fucking Americans. And you need to support that. Brewed, canned, packaged, and transported by unionized fucking professionals. Malt liquor, label out. All right, so we're going to be showcasing some physical media tonight, some old video games. Shout out to 209 Jay Jones, Rock Bottom 559, Loot Bag Larry. Fucking Jay Esco and Esco made this video specifically for you guys because I know you're into Vidya as much as I am, probably more than I am. And, you know, I enjoy it, obviously. You know, it's a big part of what I enjoy doing. When you have downtime, you know, you got to make the best of it. As you get older, you don't have as much time as you did when you were younger. That's a fact. Malt liquor. All right, so let's get into this. We'll set the tone. We're going to be setting the tone quite a bit in this one. Live TV, folks, it does happen. Study that fucking label. Outstanding. Here we go. Out fucking standing, malt liquor. In the early morning hours of December 23rd, 1995, I drunkenly stumbled into the Walmart in DeRidder, Louisiana. My army buddy and I, we were going to the club in Lake Charles, Louisiana, and we were driving back to Fort Polk and shit, and I asked him if we could stop at the Walmart because I wanted to buy a PlayStation 1. That's how long ago this shit is. So he said, yeah, sure. And it's probably like 2:30 in the morning. So we went in there, and in the electronics section, there, you know, you still had, it was a lot better then. It was a lot nicer. And you had somebody keeping an eye on the counter. So I went up to him. I said, hey, I want to get a PlayStation, all this and that and the other thing. Let's set the tone. Live TV, folks, it does happen. Study the label once again. And Roger. Oh, Mr. Med, you talk too much. Yeah, you're probably right. Okay. couple years earlier, a friend of mine was in college, and I was home on leave in Connecticut, and he was telling me about Doom on the PC. You know, I did not have a PC. I could not afford one back then. There's no way. And he said that it was like taking over entire dorms, and it was a big fucking deal, you know, among the college crowd at that time. This is late '93, and you know, or late '94, excuse me. So of course, when he told me about it, of course I wanted to play it, but I had no way to do it. And when the PlayStation came out in November of '95, they released it. This is a long box version. This is the copy that I bought that night or that morning. I still have it, and it's you know, I kept it in pretty good condition. It was in a box. I haven't laid eyes on this in a long time. I was digging through some of my old stuff a couple of weeks ago, and I found it. And I was like, holy shit, here it is. But like I said, I am a proponent of physical media, and we'll get into the vinyl portion of this in a moment. But so I bought a PlayStation 1. I bought a memory card, and we get back to the barracks. I passed out, and when I woke up that afternoon, I hooked everything up and started playing. We had what's called a Doomathon. We played all night, you know, got a case of beer, went to McDonald's and all that shit, and stopped and got a case of beer on the way back to the barracks. And we played all fucking night long. When I would get tired, I'd pass the controller off to him and vice versa, and that's how we did it. You know, it was a lot of fun. And maybe a few weeks of this, and we finally beat the game a couple weekends later. But that was... Vidya did not look that cool until that point, you know. And the PlayStation port, that's an excellent port of it. It's the original game, I think, episode 2, and then there's some additional PlayStation exclusive levels in there. It's cool, and I kept it in good condition. I kept it out of the sunlight, obviously, and I resisted selling it because when I sold my PlayStation and most of my games, you know, I did not sell that. I kept also, and we'll get into this in a moment. I kept Diablo. That's another story, and obviously, my favorite game of all time, Final Fantasy VII. So that's the way that goes. And these aren't long boxes because this came out in 1998. And this came out in 97, so yeah. Long box went away by, I think, early 96. And that was it, Malt Liquor. Which brings me to my next point. Original soundtrack, Doom 2016. Right here. I picked this up on Discogs. Mick Gordon, fucking genius. It's a new style of metal called Argent Metal, and that's named after fucking stuff in the game in the Doom 2016 game that came out in 2016, and that's another story in and of itself. I remember the day I got that, May 13th, 2016. It was Friday the 13th, and I was off work that day, and I went down to San Leandro to the GameStop, picked it up, came back home, and in fucking hours. The whole fucking day gets away from you. That's how it goes when you have something that excellent. It's challenging, but it's doable. You know what I'm saying? Doom original soundtrack 2016, out fucking standing. You gotta find what you love, and you gotta get surrounded by it. That's all you gotta do. I love punk rock music. I love, you know, some metal. Fucking jazz, obviously, you know, stuff from the 80s and 90s is cool, whatever, all eras, this and that. A lot of gangster rap and hip hop. Fucking, you love it. You find what you love and you surround yourself with it. That's what's important. Malt Liquor. Shout out to Esco and Esco, man. This video's for you guys. Malt Liquor. Shout out to Florida 32 ounce. All right, up next. Set the tone with me again. Bear with me. Live TV, folks. It does happen. Oh, well, I don't give me... fuck off. I don't care. Okay. one of the greatest games ever made, I think. The original Diablo was wonderful. Not on my radar. I didn't play stuff like this back in 1998. I was reading a copy of Electronic Gaming Monthly, which I read religiously every month, in GamePro. And they talked about it. There was a small paragraph about that long. They talked about it. They said it was coming out on PlayStation. This is a PC game, but they ported it to PlayStation, and I'm very glad that they did, because I would not have found out about this franchise otherwise. There's no way. And you're talking countless hours of fun with this. This is also my original copy that I've kept in very good condition. The disc has some scratches on it because it's been drunkenly dropped a few times throughout the years. And there are certain things, there are certain moments in time and pieces that I don't want to let go of. Final Fantasy VII, we've talked about that. Diablo, original Diablo. This is one of them. And obviously original fucking Doom from PS1. That was a great era in gaming. And the music from the game is also, it drags you in. It's different than anything else that's out there, but it does drag you in, and it gets a hold of you. It's beautiful. This is the Tristram theme, I believe, from Diablo 1. Now, the vinyl soundtrack that I got is Diablo 2. Is it Resurrected? Yeah, that came out a couple years ago. When I found out that this existed, I wanted it in my collection, and I bought a sealed copy right here, as you can see. Immaculate. I mean, I think it's a black and red splatter vinyl. When I open this up and play it, I'll do a quick video about it on the turntable. We'll get into all that. Diablo 2 Resurrected. And obviously, more liquor. I saved the best for last. I've already showcased these before, but you know, it's part of the deal. The greatest video game I've ever played. The one that fucking grabs a hold of your heart and soul and will not let go. Final Fantasy VII. That's what it is for me. This is when it became an art form. Prior to that, it was, platforming and leveling up and high scores and shit like that. There's nothing wrong with that. I enjoy that type of gaming too. But this was another level. It told a story, and then the whole industry changed. It's a game changer. The whole industry changed because of that. There's stuff that came before, like Diablo and other shit that did tell a story too, but not like this. It didn't capture people quite like this one did. It's another level. More liquor. Vidya is an escape. It's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And the world is a shithole. That's a fact. So when you're out there and you dealing with life and work and relationships and other issues and problems that's going on out there that you have really, some of it you don't have no control over. You like to be able to have an escape. When you watch a baseball game, you want to escape for a couple hours and forget about the rest of the bullshit that's going on. Football, basketball, hockey, Vidya. Sitting around listening to, music and all that, right? That's what it's all about, little liquor. Busted out the fucking Met jersey, number 22 Al Leiter from way back when. All right, anyways. Get into this here. These are picture discs, which I don't know. Final Fantasy VII, original soundtrack. Live TV, folks, it does happen. I need an assistant over here. Maybe I'll hire one from Tijuana. A fucking masterpiece. I don't know what orchestra did. I think the Tokyo Orchestra or something did this one. I bought this directly off of Square Enix's website. I probably paid too much for it. I don't give a fuck. It's beautiful. I haven't even listened to this one yet. I haven't even opened it, but this one I can only find used, and there's damage on the inside. You can see the fucking disc is slipping out on the bottom. This is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the gatefold. Picture disc does not have the fucking hype sticker on it. You can see Tifa in there and Aerith is on the other side. Also beautiful. I've spun this a couple times. It sounds good to me. But then again, my ears are tuned for punk, so I don't know if it sounds like shit or not. Either way, because most of the punk rock I listen to is terrible. Shout out to 209 J Jones, by the way. Rock Bottom 559, Mullica Video Time 2. Sandra Pena, Mullica Video Time 2. Mullica Video Brown Bagger, I'm unsubscribing. Mullica. Shout out to Florida 32 ounce. Sold to size 17. The legendary Huffy 72. Loot Bag Larry. Oh, you know what? I did pick up a couple of new records as well. More Japanese hardcore punk. We'll get into that. I don't know how to pronounce it. Agony Remains, Anarchy Destruction, Zouo. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Japanese hardcore punk from the early 80s with that crass style artwork that I love. This is a Relapse Records pressing. And I'm glad they pressed this in GISM. It is what it is. And I did do this because I love the band. Sex Pistols live in the USA. I ordered all three of them: the Atlanta show, the Dallas show, and the San Francisco show. The other two haven't arrived yet. I don't think they get pressed next month and then the month after, so I'll have it. But the Atlanta one did arrive. I haven't opened it. I will open it later and listen to it. But I'm excited about that. I love this fucking band and what they did and how they did it and all this and that and the other thing. Game changer, like I said. Sex Pistols, Ramones, the Dead Boys, you know, shit like that. The Clash, that's how it was. Crass. Fucking great shit. More liquor. Unfortunately for 308 Day, I did not go to the range today. I should have, but maybe we'll get a video of that at some point. More liquor. Half in the bag this afternoon anyway. Alright, fuck. Approaching the motherfucking swill. Some people call it swill. I call it the best fucking part of the whole goddamn thing. Approaching the motherfucking swill. I have half in the bag. Goddamn. Liquor. Alright. Live TV folks does have. Study that beautiful label. Study that fucking PlayStation 1 Final Fantasy 7 right there. And Sakevi Yokohama, take us the fuck out of here. Show the Malt Patriot, Indiana Malt. Well done, help me rate, comment, subscribe, whatever the fuck you gotta do. I'm the fuck out of here. I hope you enjoyed it. Vidya's an escape. You gotta enjoy yourself. Find things that you love and surround yourself with it. All we can label out. Let's go Mets. Shout out to J Vega 419, Lil J, and Farkles 1. Mulliger.